So let us start করা যাক. Okay, so this is roots and networks. ঠিক আছে, roots and networks. এটা হচ্ছে একদম CAT 2023 slot 3 এর sum. Okay, CAT 2023 slot 3. Okay, so this sum, this roots and network, this is also done with the help of those tables. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, and F are the 6 police stations in an area which are connected by the streets as shown below. 4 teams, Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and Team 4, patrol the streets continuously between 9 hours and 12 hours each day. সকাল 9টা থেকে বেলা 12টার মধ্যে. Okay, so there are 1, 2, so there are 4 teams which actually patrol the streets. And what are these A, B, C, D, E, F? These are actually the police stations. Okay, now the teams need 30 minutes to cross a street. That means if they want to travel A to B, 30 minutes, or A to C, 30 minutes, or C to D, 30 minutes. So each street is of 30 minutes to cross a street connecting one police station to another. All 4 teams start from station A at 9 hours and must return to station A. So station A থেকে start হচ্ছে আর station A তে ফিরে আসতে হবে by 12 hours. Okay, they can also pass via station A at any point on their journeys. ওরা স্টেশন A থেকে, মানে say for example if they want to go to E to B, then they can go like E to A to B. Okay, they can also pass via station A at any point on their journeys. The following facts are known. None of the streets has more than one team traveling along it in any direction at any point in time. That means what? Say for example if I choose the path ED. Okay, if I choose the path ED, then হ্যাঁ বলো তুমি. আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওকে ওকে, হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে, প্রবলেম নেই, ঠিক আছে. হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ. হ্যালো, মা ওই তো দোকানে গেছে তো ওষুধ কিনতে. ব্যাগে আছে, ব্যাগে. Okay, so none of these streets has more than one team traveling along it in any direction at any point in time. Okay, so if I say take ED, okay, so that means this ED path is traveled by only one team at a point in time. Okay, either from E to D or D to E. Okay. Hello. না না না, নিয়ে লাভ নেই. হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ব্যথার ওষুধ কি একটা কি দুটো নিয়ম নিলে? দূর ছাড়ে লাগবে না. না না না, না. হুম, দূর লাগবে না ছাড়ো. Okay, teams 2 and 3 are the only ones in stations E and D respectively at 10 hours. তার মানে কি সকাল 10টায় only teams 2 and 3 are the only ones in stations E and D. Okay, now team 1 and 3 are the only ones in station E at 10:30 hours. মানে 10:30টার সময় স্টেশন E তে কে আছে 1 আর 3. আচ্ছা 11:30টার সময় সি team 1 and 4 are the only ones in stations B and E, right? Team 1 and team 4 are the only ones that patrol the street connecting stations A and E. Team 4 never passes to stations B, D and A. ঠিক আছে, so only মানে see again it falls under the category of puzzles only. There is no specific rule for routes or networks, no specific rule. That is same, whatever instruction is given we will just follow the instructions. We will break it into tabular form and that's it. So how to make the table? So there are 4 teams, and once we make the table all the questions will be automatically answered. Okay, so and how many stations are there? No, A B C D E F. So A B C D E and F. Okay, no, we will not take the stations. We will put the stations in these boxes. We will take the time. So from 9 to 12, so every 30 minutes the teams are traveling somewhere. So we'll start 9 a.m. over here, 9:30, 10, 11, 11:30, and then 12 p.m. So team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4. Okay, now see we will follow the instructions. They all start, all the 4 teams start from station A at 9 hours. Okay, and they come back to station A at 12 hours. So that means station A, A, and A, and in 12 hours also A, and A. Okay, now what else? Teams 2 and 3 are the only ones in stations E and D respectively at 10 hours. So this is 10 hours. So team team 2 and 3 are the only ones in stations E and D. তাহলে এখানে হচ্ছে E হবে আর এখানে D হবে, হয়ে গেল, তাই তো? টিমস 2 and হ্যাঁ না রেসপেক্টিভলি বলে দিয়েছি তো। Teams 2 and 3 are the only ones in stations E and D respectively at 10 hours. Teams 1 and 3 are the only ones in station E at 10 hours. Teams 1 and 3 station at 10 hours. So E. So that means E over here. Oh, 10:30. E and E. Okay. Teams 1 and 3 are the only ones in station E at 10:30 hours. Fine. Next is teams 1 and 4 are the only ones in station B and E respectively at 11:30 hours. 11:30 হচ্ছে এইটা teams 1, এখানে হচ্ছে B and E, তাহলে এটা B, এটা হচ্ছে E, B and E, ঠিক আছে? Now team 1 and 4 are the only ones that patrol the street connecting stations A and E. আচ্ছা connecting the stations, ঠিক আছে, মানে A and E কে, মানে এই যে পাথটা আছে AE, this is only patrolled by team 1 and 4 and no other path, no other teams. আচ্ছা team 4 never passes to B, D and F. That means B, D and F will never be in this last route. Team 4 never passes through the stations B, D and F. So B, D, and F will never be in this last loop. Okay. Okay. Now see, we can, now we have to fill up this table. Okay. So now you see A and E. So I'll take this team T2. So team 2 is at A at 9 a.m. and at E at 10 a.m. So in between they have, it has traveled somewhere, okay, which has taken 30 minutes. So from A to this particular place 30 minutes, and from B to this particular place 30 minutes. So I have to find out one such station which is between A and E. Okay. So if I go from here, see, there is only F, because if it travels to C, it has to go through D, then two more 30 hours will be needed, but that is not possible. It needs only one. So from A to F 30 minutes, and from F to E 30 minutes. Okay. So this is going to be F. Okay. Now team 3 A to D, and in between 30 minutes. So this is A, and
C.
no, A to D. A to D. So it has to go through C,
And E can,
because AE is the path that is taken only by team 1 and 4. So it has to go through C. Okay. Now let us come to this E to B. Okay. So how can it travel E to B? So E to B. So E to B, it cannot go through DC. It has to go through A only. Then only it can pass. Okay. Now what are the paths that are left over here? See. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Let us solve this one. E to A for team 3. Okay. So team 3 at 10:30 a.m. is at E. It needs to traverse two places, and it needs to come back to A. So it can go to E to F, I mean E to F, but no, it will directly come back to. So it can go to E to D, and from D to C. Yes, it can go to E to D. That is the only way possible. It cannot go to E to A. Okay, because team 1 and 4 can only traverse E to A, right? So it has to go to D and then C. It has to go to D and then C. So see, we are done. Now remember that these every two consecutive cell combination should be unique along the wall. Mane, this combination should be unique, this combination should be unique, this combination should be unique. Why? Because from 9 to 9:30 in this 30 minutes, the teams needs to travel through only one per type of street. So that means I cannot fill F and C anymore over here. Okay. Now, so this part is done. Now let us fill for team 1. Okay. So how?
D4 এ হবে না,
D4 হবে না আবার, ঠিক আছে। টিম 1 এর জন্য আমি ফিল করি, টিম 1 has to go from A to E. So at 9 a.m. Team 1 is at A, and at 10:30 it has to go to E. In between it has to pass through two paths, and it has the permission to pass through E.
A and
See, it can go to A, C, C, D, and then come back to E. That it can do. I mean C, D, and E, but C is already present over here, so I cannot put C over here. Okay. Achha. I cannot go from A to F and E, right? If I put F, that is also there, but if I put F, how will I go to E anymore? Because in between there is nothing. So what I can do, I can go from A to B, okay, and then come to B to A, okay, and then come from A to, and then come from A to E. That's it. Our T1 is done, T3 is done. Okay, now we have to fill up for T2. So E at 10 a.m. T2 is at E. At 12 p.m. T2 is at A. In between there are three stations that it has to pass, and also all of these should be unique. Okay, the paths has to be unique. Let us take this A. Okay, so it can go to A in how many ways? B, C, E is already done. Okay, so I can approach A from B, C, E, and F, out of which B, C, and E is already done. So F is the only option. Right? So how can I go to F? Remember, these paths has to be unique. How can I go to F? I can go to F from A, or I can go to F from E. So that means I can take A or I can take E. Right? Both of this can happen. Okay, how can I go to A or E if I am at E? So if I am at E, okay, I can go to A through F, right? That is the only option, right? I can go from E to F, F to E, or E to F, F to A, right? So my boxes are done. Now we are left with this thing. Now see E. In how many ways can I go to E? So E is over here. I can take A and E. Yes, of course I have that permission. Okay, I can take A and E also. A is unique. Okay, how can I go to A? I can go to A. Now see, I cannot take what? B, C and D, right? You know, B, D and F. I cannot take B, D and F. B also I cannot take. F also I cannot take. E I can take. C I can take. So if I take C, yes, I can take C only because E is already there over here. I cannot take E. Okay, I have to take C. How can I go to C? In what ways? So C I can go from A, I can go from D, but D I cannot choose. So A is the only option. Okay, how can I go to E? I mean, how can I go to A from this place? I can go to A from E, C, B and F. Okay, so I can choose only uh, E from here, right? Because I cannot choose C, I cannot choose F, I cannot choose uh, B, D and F, right? So, yes. So if I want to come to A, I cannot choose B, I cannot choose F. C and E is the only option, but C has already been chosen. So E is the left. E is the one that is left. Okay. So this is my my box is completely filled up. Okay, now answer.
T4 এর 11 এ A ছিল, T1 এও 11 এ A আছে, তো এটা প্রবলেম নেই।
না, একই দেখো, এরা একই স্টেশনে মাল্টিপল টাইমস আসতে পারে, কিন্তু একই 30 মিনিটসে এরা একই পাথ কিন্তু নিতে পারবে না। মানে এই যে কম্বিনেশনটা, এই কম্বিনেশনটা দেখো সব জায়গায় ইউনিক, প্রত্যেকটা জায়গায় ইউনিক। Okay, so now we can easily answer the questions. So let us answer the questions. Which among the following stations is visited the largest number of times? C. Okay, so how many times C has been visited? I can see C has been visited 3 times. Okay, then I have station D. D has been visited 2 times. চারটে slot আছে 1 2 3, আচ্ছা এটা হচ্ছে 1, এটা হচ্ছে 2, এটা হচ্ছে 3, এটা হচ্ছে 4। Okay, so this is going to be 1 2, okay, 3 4 5, and this can be 6. I mean it can be 5 or 6, so it can be 5 or 6. Okay, and what about F? 1 2 3, that's it, 3. So E is the answer, right? So station C is the answer. The answer is option C. How many times do the teams pass to station B? You see 1, 2, that's it. Okay, so answer is 2. Which teams patrols the street connecting stations D and E at 10:15 hours? D and E, D and E, D and E, D and E. কি আছে T3? So T3. But how many times does team 4 pass to station E? Ready? Team 4 station E. 1, 2, 2 times. How many teams pass to station C in a day? এটাই বললাম না, স্টেশন ই করলাম, এবার সি, how many teams pass to station C in a day? So C হচ্ছে এই যে টিম 3 আছে আর টিম 4 আছে, 2 times, that's it, finish. বুঝতে পেরেছো?